Hi, my name is Celestina Brunetti. I'm a chef and nutritionist. Welcome to Cooperative Extension's Kitchen. Today, I will be showing you how to make the simple fish taco recipe from the Eating Smart, Being Active cookbook, developed through the FNET program. This recipe makes 6 servings, takes about 15 minutes to prepare, and about 4 to 5 minutes to cook. Today, we'll be using cabbage and tomatoes, which are actually both beneficial sources of antioxidants and excellent sources of vitamin C. We have a lime for garnish, a mixture of vegetable oil and lemon juice, taco seasoning, cilantro, sour cream, corn tortillas. These are typically lower in fat than flour tortillas, and tilapia. Tilapia has about 20 grams of protein per fillet. So today, I'll be using a chef knife and a cutting board. At home, you can use a paring knife and a plate. I've also washed all of my vegetables with cold water, and it's important to do so to remove any of the extra bacteria or dirt that can be on your vegetables. We'll start with the cabbage first. Place the head bottom side down on the cutting board, and with a firm grip on your knife, like you're shaking someone's hand, cut through the center of the head of cabbage. Place your head face down on the large surface you just created and cut through the center. Using a 45-degree angle, cut through the root of the cabbage. For this dish, we're looking for shredded cabbage. So using a claw hand with your non-knife hand, make very fine cuts from one end of the cabbage to the other. We want about 2 cups of shredded cabbage. You should get that from about 1/4 of a small head of cabbage. We're going to place this into our prep bowl. Wrap the remaining portions of cabbage in plastic wrap and place them in the refrigerator for later use. Next, we'll be cutting our tomatoes. Place 1 tomato on its base, and using a firm grip on the knife, make slices of tomato. Place the 2 flat sides of the tomato face down on the cutting board. Make slices of tomato. Turn the tomato 90 degrees and make small cubes of tomato. I'm going to continue to do this with the rest of the tomatoes and then place them in the prep bowl. We'll cut our lime next. We're using it for garnish, so you want wedges. Cut down the center, place 2 halves face down, cut again through each center and again through the quarters you've created. You'll have 8 pieces of lime. We'll hold these off to the side. I've measured out 1/2 cup of cilantro. And when you're measuring anything out, you want to make sure that it's flat and even to the top of your measuring cup. So I just picked these off of the stem. You don't want to use the stems for this dish. So we're going to place this 1/2 cup on our cutting board and run our knife through it. Just a rough chop. Spin it 90 degrees and do the same. We can place this back into the 1/2 cup and hold it for later use. Next, we're going to preheat our pan on medium heat. We're going to use the pan to heat up our corn tortillas. In the meantime, we can mix our sour cream with taco seasoning and 1/2 cup of cilantro. Using a spatula, mix all of the ingredients until well incorporated. Once all of the ingredients are well incorporated, we can set this off to the side. Using some pan spray, we're going to spray our pan and then add 1 of the corn tortillas at a time. To keep our tortillas warm, you want to line a plate with some foil. And when the tortillas come out of the pan, we're going to place them right in there and fold up the foil so that they stay warm. So now we can flip our tortilla. You want about 30 seconds on either side, just so that the tortilla is warmed through. So I've warmed up 5 of our tortillas already, and the last one is about to come out of the pan. So we're going to unfold this and gently slide it out of the pan and then wrap them back up to keep the heat in. We're going to put these off to the side until we're ready to assemble our tacos. While our pan is still hot, we're going to mix our lemon juice and vegetable oil mixture with some taco seasoning. This is a 1/2 tablespoon. Or just mix it until all of the ingredients are well combined. We're going to add this to our pan, as well as our tilapia. You want to cook the tilapia about 4 to 5 minutes. So it's been about 3 minutes, and I flipped them halfway through. We can actually start to break up the fish once it starts to cook. It should flake easily with a fork. Break all of the fish up so it continues to cook. So it's been about 5 minutes and our fish is done. I broke it up with the spatula. You can do this with a fork as well. So take it off the heat. Now we can start assembling our tacos. So taking our tortillas, unwrapping them, just take one out and then wrap the rest back up so that they stay warm. Take your 1 tortilla and spread a little bit of the sour cream mixture that we made earlier onto the bottom. And we'll take a little bit of our tilapia, put that in the center, some of our tomatoes, and a little bit of the cabbage. Squeeze your lime right on top. This looks delicious. I'm gonna take a bite. That is a delicious fish taco. You get all of the flavors, the crunchiness from the tomato, and the fish itself is really well balanced with the taco seasoning. This can be a great interactive meal with your family. Put everything on the table and have everyone assemble their own taco. This is a really fun and delicious dish. I'm going to assemble the rest. These look delicious. I'm Celestina. Thank you for joining me today in Cooperative Extension's kitchen.